All right, the St. Louis Jewish Book Festival and Speaker Series is kicking things off this week in our area. An incredible lineup of authors, television personalities, and other creatives will be sharing their knowledge on a big stage. And here with us today is Jessica Fishoff, the Director of Literary Arts at the St. Louis Jewish Community Center. Thanks so much for being with us here this morning.
Thank you so much for having me, Mercedes.
Of course. So just first off, Jessica, tell us about the history and mission of the book festival.
Yeah, so this is year 47. And it started as a way to bring Jewish authors into the St. Louis community, and it's kind of expanded to bring authors, speakers, podcasters, and really preserve this Jewish heritage and give Jewish voices a nice platform, and also just bring some great literary stars to the St. Louis region.
And why is that platform for Jewish podcasters or authors so critical?
I mean, I think that we're seeing an incredible spike in anti-Semitism right now, so I personally believe that this is just such a key time to really make sure that Jewish voices continue to stand out. But it's also just a cultural preservation, bringing in some really wonderful people who might not otherwise be able to come to St. Louis and to give access to their work here.
Such a good point. And what themes or highlights makes this year's festival unique?
So we have a really great lineup, everything from interior design to sibling success to different chefs. Really, it's just who is relevant right now, who is bringing exciting new works to the world, and really just a variety of different authors and voices.
And how do y'all select the authors and speakers featured in these series? I'm sure that's difficult.
It is. I wish we could bring in like 10 authors a day.
Right?
There's so many amazing writers and authors out there. We do a really wonderful selection process. I have a great committee who brings some ideas to the table of who they think they'd like to see, if they've seen articles or books written up in different publications around the country. We work closely with the Jewish Book Council, and then I just really do a lot of research, a lot of scouring, see what celebrities have new works online, and we kind of go from there.
Do you want to talk about some of the books you brought today?
Yeah, I'd love to. I'm really excited because this year we have 2 new partnerships in the city of St. Louis. One is with the Botanical Gardens, where we'll be tomorrow, and that is with an amazing chef, a vegan cookbook, Plants for You by Diana Goldman, coming in from Boston.
Yum.
We also have an amazing event coming up at the Art Museum on Thursday, and that's with Christopher Gorham, and it's a book about Matisse at War. We have Pulitzer Prize winning journalist Susan Dominus from the New York Times coming to talk about sibling success. We have Jane Eisner coming to talk about her Yale Jewish Lives series biography of Carole King.
Oh, cool.
We have a graphic novel this year. The Berkowitz brothers, they wrote this with Josh Gad.
Oh, cool.
And this is just a really beautiful book of Jewish folklore.
Yeah.
And Edward Hirsch is coming as well. He is an incredible poet. This is his memoir about growing up in Skokie, Illinois. We also have Joshua Molina coming on Saturday. He doesn't have a book out, but he's from Scandal, West Wing, Big Bang.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, so that's going to be really amazing. And then Nate Berkus, the designer, is coming in December to join us too. But neither of their books are here right now, so I don't have anything to show.
But such a huge lineup. I love that. What role does the festival really play in promoting Jewish literature and culture in the St. Louis community?
I mean, we have thousands of people coming out to see these different events, so it's really just a way of bringing in some awesome Jewish voices that aren't based here. There's an active Jewish community. There's always so much going on, but this is a way to highlight some of our fellow writers and creators that just don't live in the region. So it's a really great way to bring everybody together, connect people through stories. Going to author events, going to talks, I think it's just a great way to meet people in the community.
No, definitely. And how have you seen the festival evolve over the years?
So this is my 2nd year doing this.
Awesome.
So it's been really fascinating to look back through the brochures from like the 80s, even into the 70s. And I think we've seen a lot of new sorts of media, new sorts of books out there. I think the landscape of literature has changed. We've been starting to bring in poets, comedians, things that might not have been as accessible, 30, 40 years ago.
Are y'all seeing more, when you talk about these books, less people actually getting hardbacks and more reading on like Kindles and iPads, or is there any change there?
Yeah, I think in general that's kind of the trend that's happening,
right?
Especially audiobooks too, which is
audiobooks
a whole
are so
other
popular,
shift.
yeah.
Yes, but I do think that when you actually connect with an author or a speaker and you're sitting there and they're talking to you directly in the audience, you get this excitement to get the actual book in your hands, get it autographed, then you can go back to parts that they talked about later on, which I find a lot harder to do on a tablet or a phone. But that said, everybody, read no matter how you like to read. That's what I say.
Amen. And how can people participate? Are there opportunities in person and virtual, or
Yes.
what can people do?
Right now, everything is in person. Our schedule is online at jccstl.org. and there's a number of events going on this week, and then we have a few events as well happening after the festival week technically ends on November 9th. So stay tuned on our website. You can get tickets there. We do an all-access pass, which is a great deal to get you into every single event for a really great price.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. We're so excited for this. We appreciate it. Jam-packed all week, so this is something that's people can go to and just really get a taste of everything. You know?
Absolutely. There's literally something for everybody. It's so cliche, but it's so true.
Hey, you know what? If it's true, it's not cliche.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Jessica.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming on.
My pleasure.